How's it going, guys? Ghost Caliber here, and today I'd like to say that my shadow ban on TikTok is finally over. So at around 7:30ish, I will be posting a couple of videos just so I can take advantage of the fact that I am back, baby. I'm no longer shadow banned. So I know this isn't what the video is about, but brief summary about why I was shadow banned. I talked about a somewhat known. Hold on, let me just wait to the 30-second mark. Okay, cool. So now that so I got shadow banned for talking about a known pedophile. The only difference with this pedophile is that they're trans. So TikTok has their protective groups that they're protected no matter what they do, and this is just a thing of that. And I know I'm very vulgar with my content on TikTok, and they probably can use the excuse that it's because you were swearing towards other people, and it could be classified as bullying. Yeah, the funny thing is, I don't get that with any other bits of my content. You look at my content, none of that. I haven't been shadow banned for other things like that. Maybe like a couple times in the past, but not maybe, yeah, a couple times in the past. But it's only with a select group of people. I do it when I do it to randoms or when I do it to white people. There isn't. I don't get any punishment for that. But when I talk about women or black people, or trans people, or gay people, that's when I get shadow banned. But you know what we do here on the channel, boys? We wait it out, and then we hit it hard. So, anyways, today we're going to be talking about a game that I think you guys should check out. It's called Shatterline. Now, Shatterline's been out for a little over a year, or maybe a little under a year. But it's been out since 2022, or 2020, either one. But it's been out for a little bit. And it's a PC game. It's still in early beta. And it is a FPS roguelike. So it's kind of like, if you remember way back on the channel, when I made my video talking about the cycle. Not going to lie. Current cycle and Shatterline, I'd really prefer Shatterline. Because with Shatterline, I'm not confined, if I can say that. If I lose something, I can just come back with a new set. And it's just like way better for player retention for Shatterline than it is with the cycle. Sorry for that dead air. But yeah. So Shatterline is an FPS roguelike with hero shooter mechanics. So you got these characters that have their own abilities. And I'm only going to be talking about the roguelike, but I am going to touch a little bit on the versus mode. It's your typical Call of Duty-esque shooter it's pretty much Valorant, but instead of mixing CSGO mechanics with Overwatch, you mixed Call of Duty mechanics with Overwatch. Now, this is like an odd complaint that I never thought I'd have, especially in this day and age, but the time to kill in this game is so goddamn fast. Like, it is insane how quickly you die and how quickly you kill. And some people like that. Personally, I don't. I'm more of a Halo kind of guy. I like having decent kill times. Because, I want to have a chance to kill my opponent, even if they get the jump on me. And having my opponent have a chance to gives me a little bit of, it makes it feel like the kill was earned and not just got because, I showed up behind him, But anyway, yeah, the Shatterline roguelike it has sectors and bosses for each sector. They're different, and I'm not sure if I even have gotten all of them. I'm just starting out. So this video is just pretty much trying to get you guys into the game because this game is honestly super cool, and I really want you guys to try this game out. Like, I'm being completely genuine right now. And the character stuff is cool. One thing I don't like is how every character has their ultimate. And say I accidentally press Q and I accidentally pull out my ultimate. Now, I accidentally pulled out my ultimate, and now that meter is running down even though I put my ultimate away. Even though I didn't want it, I still suffer for having it out. Now, that's pretty horrible. I don't like that. But, yeah. So, now let's talk about gameplay. A little bit more about the gameplay for this game. So there's supply drops you can call as soon as the game starts after you get a little bit of red salt. Red salt is the in-game currency that you use when you talk to the mule communicator. The mule communicator, it gives you certain missions, and it also gives you your supply drops. Now, the supply drops are really cool, and there's other drops around the map that you can find by doing other world events. I'm not going to go into very much specifics, but I'm trying to give you guys a general gist. So you start out with a 3-player squad, you and 2 others, and you pretty much have to go through these sectors. You could just do like a couple missions then exfil. I highly recommend that for if you're just starting out, mainly because if you do that, especially if you have a group of friends, if you do that, you'll hit started with some pretty decent weapons, and then if you want to go into more and more dangerous sectors, you'll be equipped with having good weapons, because there are weapons in this game, and there's different tiers of weapons, and you earn these different tiers by playing the game and leveling up certain guns. The only problem is you can't use every gun in the versus mode, but you can use every gun in the extraction mode, which is their main, their main mode, their main roguelike mode. And that's the one I've been playing a lot because I really like games like that. I like roguelikes, which is why I'm going to play a little bit of Remnant from the Ashes and make a video on that and see if you guys should check it out or if you should avoid it. But that's another thing for another time. Back to Shatterline. But yeah, so I highly recommend just doing a little bit in the first sector that you start out in, getting a couple supply drops there, and then exfilling, because now you're equipped, you're ready to go for your next drop, and you're not starting out with the doo-doo pistol. Another thing I have like a little issue with is that what is it? Oh yeah, the red screens. Red screens are pivotal in games like this, shooters like this. And this game doesn't do a good job at giving you a decent red screen. Like, it doesn't show that much. It's like a small hint on the borders of your screen. Not as bad, not as like how Call of Duty is, where you can still see, but it's pretty urgent, telling you, hey, you're about to die. Or like Overwatch, for example, right? So stuff like that is what you really should look for when you're trying to make a good red screen. And that led to a lot of accidental deaths, because, I'm taking a couple of hits, I'm thinking I'm cool, and next thing I know, I'm dead. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about Shatterline. So this is like last segment, so if you're not interested in anything else I have to say, you can click off the video now and be ready for my next upload, which I'm not gonna say what it's gonna be because I don't even know, but I know my next upload should be tomorrow. So yeah, so what I'm going to do at the end of all my videos now, and maybe for my video tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about the Refresh Collective. Now, the Refresh Collective is going to be performing, the Fresh Force and the Refresh Collective is going to be performing at the Rock Hall of Fame. And it would mean a lot to me if you guys would check it out and go to Instagram at Refresh the City and go check them out and, see if you guys can show through. It would be really nice, really cool. And I'm performing there too. If you don't know, I started making music because of them, going by Yokai Ronin. I'm going to make an Instagram account for that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, send the video out. That's the best thing you can do for the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.